What is going on, everybody? My name is Nick, and I want to welcome you back for another one of my album reviews. And I gotta say, after hearing the promo song from DalShabet, this promo song for this DalShabet album, I was really looking forward to listening to this album. I mean, they delivered on a really good song, something that I really enjoyed, and I was eager to get into this, right? And of course, after that, then share what I was thinking. So initially, the first impression, after listening to it for the first time, maybe the first two times, I wasn't like super kind of like into it. Like I was feeling like my expectations were set pretty high, or my expectations weren't met, I guess you can say, based off of the first listen. It's got a bunch of really good songs, I thought. But I also thought that, hey, this could be better. Like, this is just kind of like generic kind of pop music. There's nothing in this album that initially really grabbed my attention. But, it's I don't know. I mean, I was like I said, this is kind of generic, but I think that the group can do a lot better. But, of course, that's why I don't listen to albums for album reviews like once or twice, because, you got to listen to it to get an actual, like, real sense of what is going on and what the album sounds like and all that stuff. But the more that I listened to it, the more that I got to like really kind of appreciate it. And I guess I was coming into this based on, with the perception, or a kind of expectation that this would be more like their previous album, which was like less of an emphasis on like being pop music and more something else. But this is more like the album before that. It was A Joker Is Alive, whatever. Which that album was more pop oriented, just like this one is, right? So, it's definitely I think a main point to point out whether or not that's something that you like or not, whatever. Initially it wasn't anything that really impressed me, but the more that I listened to it, the more that I kind of like really got to get an appreciation for all of the songs. Because as I said, even though I listened to it once and it wasn't really my cup of tea, I thought the songs were really good. And ultimately too, at the end of the day, just at the very base and the very core, this is what the group does. Like, they got the really awesome visuals, and then they also got the really solid K-pop music, and they do a really good job with it. Like, they're probably one of the most consistent groups with releasing good music, not only as a promotion but also in their album as well. Like, definitely, I would rate them, very high, in that regard. And like I said, they do a really good job. So as far as like favorite songs, I guess, and what you could sort of expect, some things, the key and the high elements that made some of these other songs like stand out for me. So Hard to Love, but has some really good vocals during the chorus. Which is the thing that made that song stand out to me. Flyboy, super upbeat track right there, definitely a lot of fun to listen to. And that one right there is also highlighted with some vocal flair during the choruses and other parts of the song, which is cool and fun and interesting, adds a little bit of a fun element to it. The songs, was it Your Heart and Some More? The last one's in Korean, which is always a pain in the ass for me to say, but they are like really perfect songs to sing along with, especially the last song. The song, was it Some More? It's like some more, but the way that it is two words, some and more. Yeah, it's the just the title, as someone who doesn't actually speak Korean or understand very much Korean, makes it really unnatural to say. But like, you listen to that song, definitely. If you're not gonna listen to any other song, listen to Some More. Yes, Some More. Holy God, I'm having a difficult time with that one, aren't I? But listen to that. Like, I guarantee you, either you're gonna be singing along with the title of that song, or I guarantee you, there's parts in that song that you will be like, I can't get this out of my head now. There's no way in hell that I possibly can. And I think that's really great. So, ultimately my rating, this album reviews turned out to be quite short, but and the thing is, like, there isn't really, I think, too much really to talk about. Like, it's a K-pop album. it's really, really good because that's what DalShabet does. But, in that regard, comparing it to other albums that I've listened to recently doesn't really do much to stand out on its own. But, ultimately my rating, right, which is whether or not I would spend my money. Yes, definitely I would spend my money on it. It's a really, really fun album to listen to from start to finish. That definitely in and of itself, I think makes every song, worth money, worth buying, because they're fun to listen to, right? There's not a single song on here that I found to be, really, really boring. Some are more entertaining than the others, but, you just play any single song and I'll be super entertained from start to finish. And I mean, it's like I said, it's a really good album. And of course, I just want to support the group because I really, really like the group. And this also kind of serves as a reminder that I need to buy their previous album as well, because I do have Joker is Alive. I don't have their previous album, which I should own before. I should have owned before, but money is tight sometimes. I'm definitely not rich. So, like I said, ultimately, it's a really, really good album for, it being, I guess, what I would kind of consider to be, generic kind of K-pop. I don't mean generic in like it's a bad way or anything. It's not like I'm saying like this is a song produced by Brave Sound or anything like that. If I was saying it was a Brave Sound song, then that would be negative. I'm just kidding about that too. That's a joke. People like to rip on Brave Sound because his songs are all super, super generic, but he makes hits. He produces hits. Nobody can deny that. Anyway, that's off topic. So that's going to be it. That's my album review. Super, super short. I feel like not really full of much content, but there's only so much that I can do sometimes. So that's going to be it. I want to know if you've listened to this album, let me know what you thought of the album, what your favorite song was down in the comments below over on Twitter or Facebook. I got to finish this before I sneeze. Share this video, give it a rating so that I know that you guys are liking it or hating it. And then, do whatever it is that you want to do. Go watch another one of my videos. That would be super awesome as well. So that's going to be it for this video. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.